Hey there, I'm Berge. Welcome to Technability, and we're going to cover 5 reasons why the Galaxy Note 3 supersedes the iPhone 5S. So let's get started with number 5. Alright, number 5 on the list has to be the display. Now, to many consumers, a 4-inch screen is enough. No less the iPhone's 4-inch screen, because it's a gorgeous Retina display. You're not going to notice many pixels unless you look really close up. For the most part, everything is clear and crisp. It's a solid size screen in terms of one-handed use, and in terms of viewing videos, taking pictures, and everything else in between, the iPhone gets the job done. But this Galaxy Note 3 right here has such a gorgeous display. It's just so clear and so crisp. If you compare it to the Galaxy S4, for example, which also has a 1080p display, you'll notice that they're very similar. So there are very minimal pixels. The color contrast and saturation is actually very well done. There isn't a blue tint or a yellow tint, in my opinion, or in my estimation. Other people with the handset may disagree, as not all Super AMOLEDs are created equal. But the display on this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. Whether it's playing a video, whether it's browsing the web and viewing content, whether it's playing a game. It just comes in so handy to have a screen of this size. Now, it's not convenient for one-hand use unless you're Shaq or LeBron, okay? But just in general, as a crossover tablet and phone, this display is beautiful. And you can see you get more content on the browser. I could just swipe once and swipe all the way down. With iOS, I have to keep swiping until I get down. So you definitely get more content on one display. It's much more enjoyable as a movie viewing or a YouTube viewing experience. Plus, gaming on it is just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, number 4 on the list, multitasking. Now, you have 3 gigabytes of RAM on the Galaxy Note 3, 3 gigabytes of RAM. With the iPhone 5S, with iOS 7 in general, you have the ability to double tap on your home screen, or your home button, and you get the multitasking pane, which is well done, no doubt about that. You can swipe away 3 tabs at once, for example, and you could just go into an app by clicking as such, double tap again, get out, go into another app, and it's fairly easy and well done. It's a comprehensive system, it's well done, and we appreciate what Apple has added in terms of that portion of iOS with the multitasking. They made it a little bit more user-friendly. They put the card system, the ability for users to actually see what they're multitasking to, so that's cool. But with the Note 3, I have the ability, for example, to open pen window, draw a box, open the internet. Now I'm browsing the web. Now I can go to my multi-window right here. I could take the gallery and drag it here. I can take play music and drag it here. And I have 3 apps open at once. So this is the true definition of a pocket PC. I could pinch in and pinch out of the browser, minimize the browser, and that little icon will show up right there. And I could just click on that to reopen it, continue browsing on the web. So it's quite a comprehensive multitasking experience. You also have the ability to also have the ability to hold down on the home button and get all of your apps right there, and you could swipe them away one by one, or you could just X out. So multitasking definitely has to go to the Note. Okay, number 3, customizations. Now, Android has always been known for its customizations. You can head into the Play Store, you could download various different themes, you can download various different launchers. There's a ton of options, a vast array of options, but out of the box, Samsung has given users the ability to customize the OS without having to go through that process of downloading various other apps. So, for example, you have the quick settings panel. You can customize this. You could remove apps, you could add apps. So there's various different ways to customize this right here alone, as opposed to just being able to, say, take an app and move the app down there. iOS, you can't take an app, you can't do that. Obviously, it's going to put it back on the grid. iOS, you have the Control Center, which is a great addition. It's added to the functionality of iOS, but it's not yet customizable. Now, I'm presuming with jailbreak, they're going to give us the ability to customize this. But for the most part, you get your Alls tab, your Miss tab, your Today tab on the Notification Center. Here with Android, you have the toggles up here. You have the quick settings panel, and you have a multifaceted settings menu, which again, many consumers may be confusing at first. but upon really going through them and getting accustomed to them, it becomes clockwork for many people. So there's a lot of different motion control features, voice control features, and other various customizations, such as adding and removing home screens. You have lock screen customizations in terms of adding and removing widgets. Or you can add, remove widgets. So quite a few customizations out of the box, and that's something that we really like with the Galaxy Note 3. Okay, number 2 has to be the S Pen. No doubt about it, the S Pen, in my opinion, is a very useful and very functional tool. Whether it's for the Note 3 or whether it's for another larger phablet type device. Now, it's specifically made for the Note 3, because you can see it's not going to work on the iPhone 5S, which you can utilize a soft touch capacitive stylus to play around with the 5S, but this is actually utilized here for the Note 3. So for example, I can open an action memo, write down someone's information, get quick information on the go, or I could just set up a widget here, which also goes back to the customization. Quickly write a note by pushing that little plus, boom, 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 X out, you're done. And the S Pen is also utilized in messages. So if I go to messages here, I can use the swipe on the keyboard. Hey, how are you? Okay, I can simply just click right here and write out what I want to write. May not get all that, but it did. Hey, how are you? Herbal. Okay, and you could draw an MMS message and send that to someone. So a multitude of options here with the S Pen, and again, it goes far beyond that because I could just click right here and get my action memo, scrapbooker, screenwrite, S Finder, and pen window. Okay. Now with iOS here, it's a little bit different. All you get really in terms of their keyboard is just the keyboard, which brings us to number 1. And I may receive flack for this because I'm not saying anything is wrong with the iPhone's keyboard. It's responsive, it's super fast, but I prefer this keyboard right here on Samsung. And I'll tell you why. First of all, you do have the swipe feature, right? So that's there. You can see it's easy to use. I've learned the ins and outs of swipe, and it's fairly easy at this point because you can see if like I'm writing, say something like tomorrow, alright, and you're not spelling it right, what it'll do is it'll actually change the word for you to figure out what exactly you're trying to write. Now this isn't a really good example here, but it'll do that for you, which is great. And it's a responsive keyboard, super fast. You got the numbers tab up here, which I really enjoy. I think that's really convenient. But the number 1 reason why I'm saying the keyboard is better than the iOS keyboard here, let me just go ahead and delete this right here. Hey there, what's going on? What are you doing today? Let's go hang out, period. Are you sure you want to go do that? Question mark. I don't know, comma. Maybe we should go do something else, period. There's some really great things to do in Malibu today, and I'm thinking we can head out there and just have a really good time by the beach, period. Do you agree? Question mark. Call me today at 818-555-5555. Alright, hear from you soon. They both typed it all out, but what I like about the Samsung, or just Android in general, I suppose, is the fact that it's still typing as I'm talking. Look at that. It's still typing as I'm talking. It just minimizes that extra step to have to basically go in and click here and then wait till it's done. This types as I'm talking. Look, it's still typing as I'm talking. So really like that feature. That's something that I definitely enjoy, whether it's on a Samsung phone or whether it's on Android in general. I enjoy it. Now, I'm not saying that the iPhone keyboard is bad. It's not by any stretch. It's very easy to type on. The keys are super responsive. Still, the most responsive keys in terms of a mobile platform. They're enjoyable, no doubt about that. But in terms of just a more comprehensive and multifaceted experience, you got swipe, you got, you could write out what you're trying to text, you could draw MMS text, and you can talk as it types. That to me supersedes what you get with the more responsive keyboard on iOS. I'm having a very good time utilizing the Note 3, and I'm having a very good time utilizing the 5S. But just as a whole, or just in general, there are specific reasons in terms of operating system why I think the Note 3 is a little bit better than the 5S. Now, other things like third-party apps and games may go to iOS. Again, that's something that we may cover in the future. But for now, these are my 5 reasons why I think the Note 3 is better than the iPhone 5S. Thank you guys for watching Technability. Don't forget to check out www.technability.com. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.